Anyway, I want to talk about this little experience I had yesterday in Franklin. Just a random act of kindness. I had just hiked down a winding stair gap, and I just got into the street, and a car was zipping by. A truck actually was zipping by, and I had my thumb out, and I went right by, didn't stop. And I've never hitchhiked before, and there happened to be a car in that lot, and was just pulling out, and this lady rolls down the window and says, "Hey, you need a ride into town?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah, great." She just had to go pick up her car at the other trailhead. She was with her mom and her aunt, and so she just had to get her car. She was doing like a little small day hike, and so we went and got her car, and then she proceeded to drive me into town, and we got into Franklin, and she goes, "Anywhere particular you need to go?" And I go, "Well, yeah, Walmart would be nice." And then she said, "Oh, probably you should have got off the next exit then." And so she drove me to Walmart, and I thought that was gonna be it, but she said, "I'll just pull over and park right over here." And she waited for me to do my shopping, and because I told her, I said I wanted to get in as quick as possible to town, and I didn't really want to stay overnight, and I wanted to get back on trail. And so she waited for me to finish my shopping. I came out, and and she asked me if I needed anywhere else to go, and I go, "Well, I guess I wouldn't mind having lunch." It was like, I think it was like 1:30 or 2, getting close to late. And so she asked me if anywhere I needed to, particular I wanted to go. And I was like, well, I told her, I said, "You know what, for all your trouble, I'll buy you lunch, because I'm not that ungrateful." So I had to buy her lunch, myself lunch too. So we stopped at some Mexican place, picked up a lunch. We had to eat outside because she had her dog in her car, and she didn't want to leave the dog in the car with the windows rolled up because it was kind of sunny out, and didn't want the dog to overheat. So I got fine, and we, ate, had finished our lunch, and then I told her all that groceries I had, or the stuff I bought at Walmart, I gotta sort it out and throw the garbage out and stuff like that. So she let me do that. And she took the garbage, so I didn't have to find a place to dump the garbage because there was no garbage around there. I guess most people do it right at the store, and I was kind of in a hurry. I didn't want to keep her waiting. And then after that, she drove me right back to the winding stair gap again. And I was like, I think she drove, because it's like 11 miles away from there. She drove over 25 miles easily, out of her way, and took, a couple hours of her time. It was just I was just so unexpected. I didn't realize that. And, it saved me the cost of, because if I would have done that on my own, I would have been struggling to figure my way around. I would have been there a lot longer, and I probably would have had to get a hostel for the night. And it saved me the cost of a hostel, like $50-$60, I'm guessing. I really didn't check into it, but I got back on trail, and all in total time it was like maybe 2.5 hours it took, for me to do all this. And just made it so much easier, and just something I'm not used to. People just being so kind. I didn't even tell her like I was on YouTube or anything. And, I didn't take any videos. I just took a picture, and I was gonna post it on my Instagram. And she said she'd follow me on Instagram and cheer me on in the domain. And wow, that's pretty cool. But anyway, it was just so random, and for somebody you never met before, and probably will never see again. Just somebody be that kind and go out of their way, do that much for you. You know, use up a couple of about 2.5 hours of their time, and you know, really drive out of their way. You take me all the way back to the where I you know, got off on the trail, and I was able to get another 4 or 5 miles in before the end of the day. So I was just not used to it. You know, when you work 22 years for a company that is it's just wasn't a very nice company. It was a terrible job, and I was 90 miles driving every day. You get to start thinking it's like a dog-eat-dog world out there. And you know, my days were always started leaving the house at 6 in the morning. I don't get home till 6 at night, and that was just a regular day. Didn't have anything special that happened that required me to work on more hours. But that was like every day I had to do that for 22 years, and it's just experience that I've never experienced that kind of kindness in my life. It was just amazing. So I don't know, I think if that's what the Appalachian Trail is like, that's going to be it'll be an amazing hike if that's the case, because you sure see some of the really good things in people that you just don't expect to see. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Her name was Kathy. Like I said, she's not a trail angel or anything. She was just a day hiker. So it was really a cool experience. It's just a lot of gratitude for me on my part. Anyways, that's it.